Hello, I'm Perry and welcome to this overview video of the Sales Manager's Toolkit. So the Sales Manager's Toolkit is accessed through Vehicles and Sales Manager's Toolkit. Once it's open, you'll be greeted with your Inquiry Manager. This just shows you any sales inquiries that are currently in and gives you details of customers, date created and salespeople. So you can view any ones that are created today, another inquiry statistics. You can also create new inquiries and quotations. And view customers and inquiry analysis reports. In the reports tab, you have a number of reports that are very useful to review, from handover diary to profit reports, which will show you deals that have been closed, and your pipeline profit report, which can sort of generate a report on expected profit. You also have your order book reports, cancelled orders, and inquiry analyses. You can view stock lists and age stock lists, and view incoming part exchanges and prep reports. Next tab along is Setup. Here you can configure your email templates, SMS templates, and triggers. So triggers is something that will be covered more in depth, like most things in here, in another video. So let's go back to the inquiry management screen and create inquiry. So when you create an inquiry, it'll ask for the customer name. This is very similar to the process that the salesman will be doing when a customer comes in. So if an inquiry has already been created, to make sure that there's, you're not having duplications created, it will pop up and ask you and tell you that the inquiry is already in. I'm going to ignore that and just create a new one in for this purpose. So this will bring up the sales inquiry window. From here you can set the inquiry type, and the source, and the subsource. These are all configurable in the parameters screen. You can view the customer, record any contact. So contact would be if you've made a telephone call, for example, like that. You can also set what type of contact it was. So was it a follow-up? Were any of these relevant? And then you press save. What that'll do is start to build up the activity of the customer, which will show any sort of contact, follow-up, that sort of thing. Across from that is vehicle required. From here you can add a vehicle to a customer. So if they're interested in a specific car, you can do it from there. Part exchange, you can add any part exchanges that they are potentially bringing in or including on the deal. You do that using the VRM lookup box. Again, it'll tell you if there's any duplications. You also have an information tab where you can register any information about the customer. So if they've got a specific budget in mind, that sort of thing. And then once all that's created, you would press close, and that'll create the quotation. The inquiry. If I go back onto the inquiry manager, you can see that inquiry is now there. To get back into it, you just double click. So we'll quickly cover vehicle parameter maintenance, as there's some things in here that are relevant to the Sales Manager's Toolkit. So the inquiry sources that we looked at earlier are configured in Inquiry Manager. You can create new inquiry sources to add sub-sources. You single-click the inquiry source and add the sub-source here. You can also create new inquiry types, create quotation notes, and so on. So that's an overview of the Sales Manager's Toolkit. Like I said, it's just a quick overview. You'll be receiving targeted training in the next coming days and weeks. It's important those are completed so you have a full understanding of how the system works. Thank you for watching.